Hello Year 3 and welcome to day 3 of our online maths adventure. I really enjoyed looking at all the angles that you found in your homes yesterday, and Miss Lopez had a great time reading the posters which you made telling her all about what we've learnt so far. We know that an angle is formed when two straight lines meet at a point. We also know that sometimes there can be more than one angle. Today, we're going to use what we have learned to find angles in shapes. We'll start by looking at yesterday's workbook, so make sure you've got it in front of you, and then we'll move on to being angle detectives. Let's get started. Right, yesterday we were looking to mark all the angles that could be found. Remember, when two straight lines meet at a point, they form an angle. Figure A had 4 angles. Figure B has got 3 angles. Then if we turn the page, Figure C has got 2 angles, Figure D has got 3 angles, and Figure E has got 5 angles. Then on the last page, we were looking to circle the letters that had more than 2 angles. So these were the letters you should have circled, and then down below you needed to think of 2 other letters that had more than 2 angles. So far, we have learnt that when 2 straight lines meet at a point, they make an angle, just like on my clock here. We've also learnt that sometimes we can have more than one angle. I'm going to show you a video now to remind you of the definition we have learnt and also introduce you to some new vocabulary that we will need when we're talking about angles.
Hi everyone, today we're going to talk about angles. An angle is the amount of turn or space between 2 lines that meet each other. When 2 lines meet at a point, or vertex, an angle is formed. The 2 lines are called the arms of the angle. Angles are measured in degrees, which is shown by this symbol.
In today's lesson, we are going to be angle detectives, and we're going to be seeing if we can find angles in shapes. On the screen, I have got a stop sign. A stop sign is a type of shape. I would like you to see if you can work out how many angles are inside this shape. Pause the video, see if you can work out how many angles are inside this shape. Our friends from Maths No Problem found the first 2 angles inside a stop sign. They found one here and they found another one here. How many angles did you find inside? My friend says that knowing the number of sides to a shape will help us to find the number of angles inside. Let's see if they are correct. A stop sign has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sides. How many angles does a stop sign have? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So a stop sign has 8 sides and 8 angles. We know that the number of sides is the same as the number of angles in a stop sign. Do you think that this will be the same for other shapes? Will the number of sides be the same as the number of angles inside the shape? Let's find out. On the screen, I have got a shape. I would like you to count the number of sides to my shape and the number of angles. Have a go. Let's look together. Figure A has how many sides? 1, 2, 3, 4. Figure A has 4 sides. If we are correct, then figure A should also have 4 angles. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Figure A has 4 angles. So we are correct. The number of sides is the same as the number of angles in a shape. Now it's your turn to have a go. I've got 5 shapes here. I would like you to draw a table in your book. On one side, I want you to write the number of sides, and the other side, I would like you to write the number of angles. If we're correct, then they should have the same number of sides and the same number of angles inside the shape. Let's do the first one together, figure A. Figure A has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. Now we need to count the number of angles inside. 1, 2, 3, 4. Figure A has 4 angles. And I know I am correct because the number of sides is the same as the number of angles. Can you have a go with figure B, C, D and E? When you've finished your table, if you would like to, you can send me a picture on Class Dojo. So pause the video and have a go. Great job, Year 3. Let's recap some of the things we have learned so far. Can you say the definition of an angle with me? When two meet at they make an angle. Sometimes we can have more than one angle. We also learnt today that the number of sides to a shape is the same as the number of angles in a shape. You're going to use all this information today to answer your workbook questions. In your workbook today, you're going to start on page 142. Here you need to mark the angles that can be found in the shape and then write underneath how many angles there were. On page 143, you need to work out how many angles are in each shape and then join it up to the correct amount. Finally, on page 144, you need to draw shapes with angles. Here you need to draw a shape with 3 angles, with 4 angles, with 5 angles, and one with 8 angles. Your challenge today is to use the number of angles inside a shape to write number sentences that have a secret code. So here I've got a shape that's got 4 angles. So that represents the number 4. This shape has got 3 angles inside. Now if I add 4 and 3, that's going to make 7. So I needed to draw a shape that had 7 angles. So your challenge is to draw shapes yourself and see if you can write a number sentence with a secret code inside.